I made a video recently talking about how, you know, on payday, money will come in and then we watch that money go right back out the door, right? And one of the messages and comments that I would get a lot is how people are living paycheck to paycheck, right? They're concerned. They're like, how can I save money? How can I put money away to an emergency fund when I feel like I can barely get by with what I have right now? For the people that are feeling that way, that are listening or watching right now, what would you say to them?
Okay, first, I want you to understand that I feel you and I understand your situation. I've lived paycheck to paycheck when I was making $30,000 a year, and also living paycheck to paycheck when, and I'm no longer ashamed of this, making $100,000 a year. And so there's a lot of factors out there, and I want people to understand. I know the cost of living, inflation, all this affect how you can use the money that you're earning. And so it might not necessarily be just your financial behaviors that's causing you to living paycheck to paycheck, but that is a significant portion of it as well. So the one thing to help you, so there's only so much that you can cut out of a budget, right? I think that's the most traditional financial advice. Cut everything out, live bare bones, and that can certainly help. But I'm a big believer, if you cut too much out of your budget, it is gonna demotivate you, and it's gonna make you even more depressed. And then it's gonna affect how you work. And then you're not gonna even want to go to work because you're gonna feel defeated. It's like, I've already, it is snowball effect. Yeah, because it's like, you work so hard for that paycheck, and now you're cutting back all the things that bring joy into your life. And guess what? That's not going to motivate you to do anything else. So I'm a big believer when it comes to this, you want to focus on keeping the essentials. And that essential might be that cup of coffee. That essential might be going out to the movies, or even a weekend or a weeknight hanging with friends or loved ones, spending money on that, because that's what's going to keep you motivated. And so for those who are living paycheck to paycheck, and there is about 65% of people are living paycheck to paycheck. And I've read studies where people who are making $200,000 a year are also living paycheck to paycheck. And so the big key thing here that I want people to understand to get out of that mode is, one, understanding your core values and determining how you're spending that money, and certainly finding things to cut, right? That's kind of like the first tactical piece of it. Cut a few things out, keep the essentials, cut out the non-essentials, and multiply, diversify your income streams. That is the only answer when it comes to getting out of this living paycheck to paycheck cycle. I think the disservice that I've heard in the financial industry is just to cut out everything from your budget. And they never talk about how do you increase your income. And so it's important for you, and it's difficult to have this conversation with your employer right now to increase your income. So what you want to focus on, shifting your mindset to multiplying and diversifying your income streams.